Okay, friends. So let's build this spreadsheet. I'm kind of pumped to see how this comes out. Let's get to sheets. Go to blank sheet. Start from scratch. Yeah, this will be fun. Start our little Sabelli's pizza spreadsheet. We'll go ahead and name it too. This is Sabelli's pizza unit analysis. There we go. I spelled that wrong. Analysis. There we go. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to label down the side. I just randomly stopped at B4. We'll call this small, medium, large, and giant. And I'll do it all caps like they do. What we're going to do is we're going to put the data in for, well, let's start with price. Let's do price. And the reason I'm doing price first is because I know at the end of this calculation, I want to do it in dollars per square inch. So the price for these things, so I got $12.95, medium is $17.95, large is $24.95, and giant is $32.95. Okay, beautiful. And I'll format this as dollars because they are. I'm going to bold these things, and I think I'm going to underline that. Okay, now, the next thing I'm going to have is actually the diameter, because that's how the, I spelled that wrong, diameter, there we go. Because that's actually how they kind of classify their pizza. They got a 10-inch diameter, a 14-inch. I'm not going to include the unit for two reasons. First of all, I'm not sure sheets can deal with it. And secondly, I'm not sure sheets can deal with it. So I'm just going to put those numbers there and then put diameter in inches. And that way, somebody that's reading it will know that Sean forgot to put a left parentheses there. There we go. If you're reading it, you know that that's 10 inches. Okay, so what I want to do is I now want to figure out the area of these pizzas, knowing that we've got these diameters. So I'm going to put area of pizza. Area of pizza. Now, the formula that we used back in the homework, well, I gave you a choice at 2. So I'm going to use the one that is actually pi times the diameter squared over 4, and not the other one. And the reason is it'll probably be fewer steps in sheets to do it that way, first of all. And secondly, I just like that formula because being an engineer's son, that's the one that always made sense to me growing up. If you want to use the other one, that's totally fine. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do equals. Now, what's cool about spreadsheets is if you type the letters pi, it actually comes up as the number pi. It's going to recognize pi. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to close those parentheses off. That right there. And I want to press enter just so you see what happens. If you do that, that tells you pi, and it told you to 14 decimal places. So we're going to leave pi in there. Now we've got to do times the diameter squared, and then all of that divided by 4. And there is the area of the pizza in square inches. And that number might seem, you might remember that from your homework. You probably don't. But that number, you already got that number in your homework because even though we weren't doing Sabelli's pizza, Backyard Pizza had a 10-inch pizza. I think Backyard was 10, 14, and 16. So this next one, you probably look familiar too. And let's just drag this puppy dog down right to here, right to there. So there are the areas of the pizzas in square inches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the unit price, of the pizza. Okay, I'm going to go back and try to spell all this correctly. Unit price, oh my goodness, unit price of pizza. And I'm going to put with crust because we are including the crusts in this. This is, and I just watched the Sabelli's video to try to get some ideas of how big these pizzas are and how big their crusts are. And one of the promotional videos said the best part of the Sabelli's pizza is the crust. Take that, Max. So anyway, so to do the unit price, it's price per square inch. So if you look at this spreadsheet, price is over here in column C, and square inches is over here in column E. So we're going to just do equals, and then we're going to do the price divided by the area. And that is 16 cents a square inch. And if we drag that down, you see that just like they should, the unit price gets cheaper as the pizzas get bigger. So let's take a break now. That gets you started on the kind of redoing the homework from a few weeks ago, but in sheets. And then we'll come back to this sheet. So I want to have you take a screenshot of this and drop it in for your next question. But we're going to leave this sheet open and come back to it later once we chat a little bit about math. Let's do that.